Hi there, my name is Maddie Wyman. I am a 28-year-old native of Midland, Michigan, and if you don't know where Midland is, it's about 2 hours north of Detroit. I have lived here all my life, and music has been an important part of my life for about as long as I can remember. Music helped me get through COVID and my college years and a lot of other times in my life when things were tough or when I was struggling, whether it be with something physically or emotionally. And it has been my saving grace in more ways than I think a lot of people realize. And although I don't have time to stand here and tell you my whole entire story of how I've seen God work in my life and why music is important to me, I will do my best to sum it up in as few words as I can. And I encourage you to go check out my social media pages. I have the full story in all of its full detail linked on my TikTok page. There is a written version that you can access through a video that I will have pinned at the top of my page. And there's also a video that you can watch that explains it more in depth. But basically, I've been through a lot in my young life. I lost a brother to cancer when I was around 6, and then about 2 years later I was diagnosed with a neurological disorder called Tourette syndrome. And basically what that is, if you don't know, it's a disorder of the nervous system that causes uncontrollable and unpredictable movements and noises that are called tics. And although you may not see them right now, they can rear their ugly head at any given moment. And I have been through a lot with this disorder. And back in 2019, they were the most severe that I have ever experienced them. And I developed vocal tics for the very first time, which was a very scary experience to me because up until that point, they had all been pretty much fine motor stuff like eye movements, head or neck jerks, things like that, that were relatively simple in comparison to the much more severe tics that I developed later on in life. And we don't know exactly why things changed so drastically and so abruptly. And we may never know, but this disorder can manifest in a lot of different ways, and people can go through many changes. Tics ebb and flow, they come and go, they change as you age, and that has definitely been the case for me. I was very sick during this time, and I pretty much could not leave my home. I was laid up on the couch, could not hear, could not walk, and could not talk. And music was one of the things that helped me get through this time. And if it weren't for the music of Lauren Daigle specifically, I don't think I would be standing here today, because I remember hearing some of her songs on the radio shortly before this and downloading some of her albums onto my phone. And during this time, I would play music through a pair of headphones that I would wear pretty much at all times that I was awake and or around other people to black out the sound of people talking. And most of the time it would be Christian music, and most of the time specifically Lauren's music. And after I got through this and after God healed me, I realized how influential her music had been in my life. And I made it a goal of mine to write my own music so that someday I could bless someone else the way that Lauren had blessed me with her music. And that hopefully someday someone would come to me and would share the good news that my music helped them to find Jesus, or to strengthen their relationship with him, or to find hope or joy or peace in a dark place or a difficult situation that they may be struggling with. Just like I was able to with the music of Lauren Daigle and other Christian artists during this difficult time in my life. And I could go into a lot more detail, but I don't want to keep you here for too long because I'm sure you're eager to actually hear me sing. And I'm going to be singing a song that I wrote called Song 23, and it's actually one of 8 songs on my new album called Freedom. I just released an extended edition of this album back in late February, and I'm super excited for people to hear it. I would fully encourage you to go check it out because there are a lot of songs on there that have a lot of special meaning to me, and each song has a powerful story behind it. And each song is a song that I think that a lot of people could stand to hear, especially during a time when our world is so broken and divided, and when there is so much negativity and negative things enveloping this planet. We all need a little bit of hope and positivity, and we all need a little Jesus, myself included. So without further ado, I would like to sing my song, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, He's all that I need. He leads me by still waters and pastures so green. He restores my soul every single waking day. He leads me down right paths every step of the way. And even when I walk through valleys so dark and deep, I won't be afraid, 'cause I know that you're always with me. I believe you're my comfort and friend. I will see that your mercy never ends. So when I feel the heavy weight of my anxiety, I simply will remind myself to speak Psalm 23. I believe in you, and this I know. I will see you everywhere I go. So when I feel the heavy weight of my anxiety, I simply will remind myself to speak Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, He prepares me a place before those who have hurt me, and gives them His grace. He fills up my cup till my blessings overflow. He anoints my head with His sweet precious oil. And even though I walk through valleys so dark and deep, I won't be afraid, 'cause I know that you're always with me. I believe you're my comfort and friend. I will see that your mercy never ends. So when I feel the heavy weight of my anxiety, I simply will remind myself to speak Psalm 23. I believe in you, and this I know. I will see you everywhere I go. So when I feel the heavy weight of my anxiety, I simply will remind myself to speak Psalm 23.